Welcome to the WoodzyMusic Podcast. This is the first edition of many, and in this first series, we've got the band Ricadium with us today. We're going to ask them a couple of questions, maybe get them to play a couple of tunes. It's pretty sweet. We'll see what happens. Welcome to the WoodzyMusic Podcast. All right, welcome, guys. How are you guys doing today?
Very well.
Bad. Very
Good.
Thanks for having us.
So, Ricadium, tell me a little bit about your band and its style of music.
Well, we use our hands.
Some of us use our feet.
And
I think we all use our heads.
We pick up things.
Yeah.
And then you use your hands. And then stuff comes from it. And then you go, that's okay. I wonder if a crowd would come and see that.
Sweet, and you're just a three-piece at the moment.
That's true. Yes.
That's true.
Yep.
Awesome. And your kind of style, what kind of style of music is it then? Is it, pop, rock?
Well, we
Funk?
say we're alternative, but that's not really doing it justice because we play quite a wide range of genres.
We seek quality music. We're not boasting we are quality music. But we look for quality music.
That's
Why
awesome.
not?
And so when you're writing the music and everything, where'd you get your inspiration from?
George's head.
George's
Yeah,
head.
Comes from George's
pretty
head.
much. It's normally just you kind of look around about you over the past couple of weeks. Like, there's loads of songs where I know that it's definitely from a place.
That's awesome.
So, like, even like the beach, for example.
Yeah.
So I know everyone does it, but I mean.
Yeah,
everyone
well,
does
you've got to
it.
get your inspiration from somewhere, so that's a good way of doing it, I think.
Yeah.
Sweet. So, talking of music, if you could listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? We'll do each of you. So, George, what do you think?
I don't know, actually.
Even a single. It doesn't even have to be an album. Just a song. Something you could play for the rest of your life.
There's a song on my iPad that's my alarm. It's from a film called Oliver and Company I used to watch when I was like 3 or 4.
Yeah?
And I recently found out it was Billy Joel
Oh, sweet.
that did the song and sings in it. And
Yeah.
I think he actually plays the dog, which I just was mind-blowing, so I had to make it my alarm.
That's it.
And you
Sorted.
just hear it all the time. And you're
Well,
like,
that's it. You will listen to it for the rest of your life then.
That's it.
Sorted. What about you, Alfonso?
I don't know. I think it would have to be a greatest hits of some kind.
Oh.
That's a cop-out.
All right, fine. I'll go for Highway to Hell
Highway to Hell.
album. The
Not
album.
bad. Not bad.
Like a return.
Andrew, can you top that?
It's a fight between Led Zeppelin 2 and Muse Origin of Symmetry.
You have to choose one though. Don't cop out.
Origin of Symmetry.
There we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sweet. And I know we've touched on this a little bit already, but who writes the songs and, how do they develop? So who has the idea first, a note on a piece of paper to a full song?
It's really just kind of blurts out in the moment. Like, a lot of the time, you kind of know what you're wanting to do with the guitar.
Yeah.
And it's always about letting stuff out, obviously.
Yeah, just going for it.
And then, like, the songs I write, they only take about 10 minutes.
Sweet.
There's a lot going on, but it's because it's a very intense, like, thing going on.
Yeah, and just so once you get your sort of ideas, do you then go to the band and do you, in a
That's it.
rehearsal maybe? And
When I've got something that I could actually play to
yeah,
the crowd, I would give it to the band. The band
Yeah.
are like, right, we can really kind of fill this up. You step back and listen to just that,
Uh-huh.
and it's like a completely new version of it. It's really
Yeah.
cool.
And-
Put the two together.
And what about the lyrics? How do you come with the lyrics? Do you just make those up at the time? Is it the lyrics are more focus on the lyrics, or is it more focus on the music
I think
itself?
I always have the images and all the thoughts and ideas I have because it's the way I felt at the time and the way I was looking at everything. But you do struggle to write, like, how it has to be like in syllables and stuff. Sometimes you've got a melody and you're like, that's too many words. So there's
Yeah.
a lot of tweaking, but you do always have something, even if it is just vowels.
Yeah.
You're singing like A and E.
Yeah,
You know where you're going with that.
yeah,
There's a part of you that knows.
that's
it.
awesome. And Andrew, how did you guys meet and become a band?
We
Was it a spontaneous thing? What happened?
We're just playing guitar.
George just came to me one day and was like, oh yeah, I play guitar and I've got these songs and I really want a band. And I was like, well, I play bass and I really want a band. And we kind of looked at each other and said, well, we need a drummer. And we kind of found Alfonso and said, hey, Alfonso, we need a drummer. And he says, well, that's cool because I need a band.
Yeah.
There you go. Awesome.
need
And
a
did you
band.
just, to get the kind of style of music, did you just get in a rehearsal studio and see
Pretty
what
much.
happens?
We're just honest.
Just
we
honest.
didn't say anyone was bad or good. We just went, right, just do your thing.
Yeah.
No one else can do it the way you do it.
I think it helps that we're all pretty much more or less into the same bands and music, so we all kind of intuitively know each other's styles in the way already when we started playing.
Yeah. And how long? So how long have you been a band then? How long's it been since
It's a
Almost
year in April. I
Year
think
in
it is.
April.
A year in
Will
April.
be.
We're gonna have to do something special for the anniversary.
Take them out for dinner.
There
Sweet.
you go.
Yeah.
So it's been a year now. You're slowly developing. Just this is for the listeners. Can we find you online anywhere?
No.
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 Nowhere.
No.
Not at all. So
Oh,
if we
we've
type
got
Ricadium in
SoundCloud.
on Google, nothing's gonna happen.
No, so you have to come and find us in person. Or
Oh,
maybe
there you go.
if you write us a letter, we might reply. No, we've got a Facebook page, we have a Twitter page, Instagram. If you literally, like you say, just Google
SoundCloud.
us.
And
Yes,
SoundCloud. yeah.
yes.
Have you got anything on SoundCloud at the moment?
We've got one.
We've got one track so far.
We've got one track so far. Another
Awesome.
one that's unfortunately private, but
Soon
That's
to be
cool.
revealed.
Soon to
edited.
be released.
It's been
we
edited.
also have an upcoming website that's being made at the moment.
Awesome. And so this is kind of a question again for all of you. So what got you into music in the first place? Like, are your families musical, or is it
Yeah.
just a thing? Yeah,
Well, definitely, my dad was really musical.
that's awesome.
His uncle and like his brothers and stuff, they all played stuff. Yeah, they're very musical.
Sweet. What about you guys?
Same as here. My dad, he was in the band in uni as well, and he just kind of got me listening to lots of classics, and that just got me into it, and I slowly picked up guitar
Sweet.
and drums.
I am the first musical person in my family.
The one and only.
No, not the one. My grandpa played the clarinet.
Oh.
So
That's cool.
it's all started for me when in my last year of primary school,
Uh-huh.
when I started to play the saxophone, and then
Is that when they round you up?
that's
trying to-
that's
Very good.
Can you sing this? Right, you're musical. Step to the side.
here, take this, blow on this. Yeah, you're playing this now.
That was me for the drums. I got put in a room and he was like, "Okay, tap your feet at the same time as me. Tap your hands at the same time as me." And there was some people in the room that were like looking at their hands, looking at their feet, no idea. And I was just tapping away, having great fun. And that was me. Pushed to the side. You're a drummer. That's you for life. Sorted. So, if you could perform with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be and why? There's another random question for you. Put it out there. We'll go this way this time. Alfonso,
AC/DC, but that's just because they're my favorite band.
AC/DC, awesome. And would you do like a proper big stadium show?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Drums,
I think for that I'd go for guitar.
guitar.
That one for guitar.
Awesome. What about?
It's either Led Zeppelin or The Who,
Yeah.
because they're both just fantastic bands and their kind of performances are legendary.
Yeah. Anywhere in particular that you would go? You know, a certain stadium, a certain show, a certain that you've seen in the past. Because obviously the Who, you know, they've done a lot of big
They've
things.
done some big things, yeah. No, nothing springs to mind really for a particular show. Just anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere would be good.
Sounds good. What about yourself, George?
It'd be a good laugh to see Elvis.
Elvis. Oh, well, there you go. I totally, yeah.
Curveball.
That'd be an
Curveball.
interesting gig.
Awesome.
Like, I mean, it's Elvis.
And so obviously you're saying you've been a band now for about a year and you're slowly, you know, getting things together. You've got songs on SoundCloud, you've got your Facebook page and your website coming up. Where do you see yourself in about 3 years? Still as a band? Because obviously we're at uni at the moment, so once uni's over and things, do you think you'll keep it going, or?
No, I think I'm going to hate them all.
Probably.
I think it'll
One of
become
us
a
will be
burden,
dead.
One
by
of
the
it
end.
but
by the
we
end,
can't
yeah.
stay
By the
put.
end.
One dead, one in jail, one estranged in a mental asylum.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
That sounds about right. I was going to say, do you have any long-term goals? But that sounds about right. Awesome. So have you? What was the last gig you went to? Like, what gig did you go and see?
Hector Berserk.
Hector Berserk.
Hector
Well,
Berserk.
to see him.
Awesome. How was that?
That was insane. Absolutely insane.
It was
Yeah.
absolutely amazing.
Where did they play?
They played at West of the Moon and Air, so
Yeah.
kind of fairly new kind of gig
Awesome.
venue that's popped up, and it's had some really good shows from lesser known Scottish bands
Yeah.
and some of the bigger acts as well.
Yeah, and it was quite. I mean, they pretty much sold that place out.
Well,
Pretty
pretty
much.
much, yeah. It was
And
packed out.
It was
no, I've
good.
heard good words.
Never
Heard good words.
seen West and Moon that full, and it was just good to see it live.
Awesome. What about yourself, George? What was the last gig you went to?
I think it was Bill Bailey.
Oh, really?
It was either Bill Bailey or Randy Newman. Because Randy Newman was the day before Halloween,
Yeah.
which was made Halloween really weird. 'Cause that was fresh.
No, that sounds good to me.
But yeah, I think
to
it was
see Bill Bailey.
Randy Newman.
Sweet. And you've played some shows yourselves as a band. Have you had any like disaster moments, or like you're about to go on stage, amp blows up, or half the drum kit's missing, anything like that at all, or has it all been smooth?
Well, nothing's been 100% smooth, but we've never had something that
Nothing
bad.
Like a kind
Nothing
of secondary
disastrous.
school incident.
Yeah.
Nothing ever goes smooth with us, but yeah, I think the worst thing that's happened is a broken string. Actually, I think that's the
Broken
That's it.
string.
only thing that's ever happened to us is broken string.
See, that's not bad. You've got a good track record so far
Yeah.
then. And when you're playing live, what's your favourite track that you like to play as a band, together? Have you got one that you're just like, yes, I'm ready to play this song, we love it, the crowd loves it?
I don't know.
Well, personally,
Quite a lot.
for me personally, it's Merkaba, because that's just a heavy one, and it's I think it's good because if the crowd's starting to die down a wee bit, then because since it's the fast one, it'll get them pumped hopefully.
So that you're talking about Merkaba being one of your heavy ones. What do you think? Your style of music is quite unique anyway. But what makes it unique to other artists? What is it that?
I think it's a lot of people can listen to it. I know there's a lot of kind of like, even just in rock where folk, I can't listen to that. It's like maybe too much for them, but I think there's a lot of kind of, you can see how it all works, and it's a kind of easy sound to listen to, I think. Something to do with that, like for the broader audience.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
cool.
for every genre, we kind of play like kind of funk. There's a kind of preconceived idea of what that kind of music should sound like. Doesn't sound like that for rock. There's that idea of it's going to be guitars driving chords. You don't get that. So there's kind of just little nuances and changes that makes it different from the kind of idea that someone will have in their head when you say, we play such and such.
Yeah. I think also because it helps that George, he's got a completely different style of playing guitar that I've never seen.
That's
But
good. No, it's a
it
good thing.
helps. I think it helps, and then Andrew with his his cool bass licks and stuff, and then just the drums. Like on the drums, I'm a big fan of Led Zeppelin Bonham style. So I think when you just merge it together and different genres, it turn out some pretty decent songs. I think.
Awesome. So talking about your songs, you've got a new EP coming.
Yes, we do. Yes.
What's the name of your EP?
We're still working on that.
Still working on it.
What is the name of the EP?
We've
Is that
had
the
a
one
few
we thought it
names,
was?
but I don't know. Oh God, something.
We do have ideas.
Yeah, to be announced. We'll call it
To
that.
be announced.
To be
We'll call it
announced.
that.
Sweet. And you've also got a gig coming up as well. Do you want to
EP launch? Yes,
EP? Is it? So it's your launch.
for the EP. Yeah,
Awesome. And whereabouts that?
that will be in the UWS Paisley Union. So yeah, on
The 8th of April.
8th of
Yeah.
April.
Do you know they've got 4 pool tables?
Four.
It's quite amazing.
There you go. In
We're
one
gonna
place.
We're going to be standing on the most play.
That sounds good.
Games of pool going on.
Sounds good. So yeah. So everyone that's listening, gig in Paisley on the 8th of April.
8th of April.
Be there, be square. Ricadium are playing, so we'll see what happens with that. But great music, great sound. You can't miss it. Awesome. So a little fun part at the end. It's just a fill in the blanks. I'll say something, just fill in the end. So without music, I would be
Dead.
Dead.
All
Pretty
right.
much.
Music is
Awesome.
Life.
life.
Energy.
It's cool. My music makes me feel
Hard.
well. We all have our ways, so it's all good. It's all good. I write songs because
I'm cool.
It makes me money.
Does it
No,
really?
that's
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Hence, I've not written a song yet.
Exactly. Being a musician also means being bankrupt for half of your life.
that's all part of it, though. It's all part of it.
It's all part of
And
it.
last but not least, support local music because.
You have to, and you need to do stuff.
And you'll never know where the next big thing will come from.
Exactly.
That's it.
You
Like
could,
Ricadium.
you could like could walk into a pub or a club one night and just see a band in the corner and just be like, oh, who's that? They sound all right. And then 2 years later, festival main stage.
Exactly.
Happens to lots of bands. You never know.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for coming in, guys.
Thank
It's
you. for
awesome to
having
talk
us.
to you. I can't wait to hear this new EP that's coming out.
Neither.
Yeah, we'll see. Who you're recording it with at the moment?
Parallel Sound.
Parallel Sound. Awesome.
They're pretty
awesome.
cool.
Check them out on Facebook as well. It's a recording duo from the UWS. Awesome. Well, again, thank you very much for coming in. And are you going to play us a little something?
Mate,
Yeah, sure, why not?
Give you a wee tune.
All right. So this is Ricadium on the WoodzyMusic Podcast with Grounding. Enjoy.
Come closer. Secrets in the light. Beings from the higher realms. Just if you could show me the way. Show me the way. Show me the way. Show me the way. You see the sky when it's blue and black. Then you see when it's right. I'll take you there. Frequencies are rising with synchronicities. As above is so below. Just if you could show me the way. Show me the way. Show me the way. Show me the way. You see the sky when it's blue and black. Then you see when it's right. And you raise consciousness when it's blue and black. Then you see when it's right. I'll take you there. Synchronize your chakras filled with light. And you see the world for what it should be. Horoscopes will guide you into the night. And you'll see the place where your spirit came from.
Awesome, guys. That's sounding great. So, yeah, check them out on Facebook, Ricadium, Instagram, Ricadium Band. Yeah. And Twitter and all the rest of them. So, George Shooter's also got a page as well, so check him out. Check it all out online. And make sure you're at the gig on the 8th of April in the Paisley UWS Union. Look out for their EP. And have a good day. Thanks for listening to the WoodzyMusic Podcast. See you next week.